A very warm good morning to one and all present over here class. Welcome to the digital platform of APS. Now this is Pawan Kumar. Today is the 13th lecture of chapter 6 application of derivative. In previous lecture I have discussed the topic tangents and normals and exercise 6.4 also. So today I will start with the topic maxima minima. So let us start with the topics maxima and minima. So let y is equal to fx be a real valued function. Y is equal to fx be a real valued function defined in closed interval AD, defined in closed interval AD, which is continuous, or you can also say the function is continuous. So suppose this is the function, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis, origin, this is x-axis, y-axis, and I will draw the graph. Suppose this is the function y is equal to fx. Defined in closed interval AD. Suppose this is the point capital A and this is the point D. So this is the perpendicular from A to x-axis. On x-axis, at this point you will consider at x is equal to A, and at D points you will consider at x is equal to D. So this is the point in which the function is defined. Now the graph can be made of many points, means it is the locus. This is the locus of many points or points, or you can say this graph is made of many points. You can consider x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, xn. So this type of points is here through which the graph is made up. So from this graph, the function has maximum value at these points. You can suppose this is the point C, and the function attains the minimum value. Minimum value you can say here. So right now this is the minimum value, suppose B minima. The function attains the minimum value at B and the maximum value at C. So when you will draw the projection of perpendicular from B and from C, here x is equal to B is the point, and here x is equal to C is the point. X is equal to C. So at x is equal to B, the function attains the minimum value, means you can say f of B, and at x is equal to C, the ordinate measurement will be fc, means fc is the maximum value and fb is the minimum value. At which point? At x is equal to B, at x is equal to C. So from the graph you can say from the graph It is clear that the function has maximum, or you can say has local maxima at x is equal to c. Through x is equal to c, the function value will be fc. So function has local maxima at x is equal to c and a local maximum value has fc. Similarly, you can say is. You can say from this graph the function has local minima at x is equal to b. The function has local minima at x is equal to b and local minimum value is fb. So this is the local maximum value. This is the local minimum value. Local minimum value. And from this graph, this is local minima, this is local maxima, and the points on the curve, this is the points on the curve where the function is attains the maximum or minimum value, you can say. So the point where the function is maximum or minimum, this point is known as the turning points. So this is the turning points. Point B and C are turning point. This is the turning points. Now, how will you define the turning points? How will you define the turning points? The maximum or minimum point. You can say the maximum or minimum points of the function star the maximum or minimum point, the maximum or minimum point are the turning points. Are the turning points. So B and C are the turning points. So it is the point on the curve, this point B and C on the curve, where the tangent is parallel to x-axis. When you will draw the tangents, you will get this tangent will be parallel to x-axis. This is the property of turning point. Turning points are those points through which when you will draw the line parallel to x-axis, or when you will draw the tangents that will be parallel to x-axis. This is the property of turning points, and there are two types of turning points. First is maximum turning point and the second is minimum turning points. So minimum turning point is B and maximum turning point is C. So write B is the what you can say about B? B is minimum turning point and C is maximum turning points. And uppermost value means A, C, this is known as the peak points, peaks, and lower point B, D, this is known as valley. Valley point. So this is the valley. So a peak point is not the highest point. It is the highest point in its neighborhood. You can say it is the highest point in its neighborhood. Similarly, a valley is not the lowest point. This is the lowest neighborhood or a lowest point in its neighborhood, you can say. So now there will be many peaks and many valleys in graph. You can consider there will be many peaks and many valleys in this graph. In another graph you can say. So the highest peaks in the peaks that will be known as the local maxima or absolute maxima, not local minima. Many peaks is the collection of local maxima. There will be many peaks and that will be the local maximum or local maxima. And in many peaks, or you can say the supremum value in peaks, that will be the absolute maxima. And there will be many valleys, and in many valleys, suppose B, C, D, B, D, E, F, G, H, there are many valleys, and in many valleys the lowest infimum value in valleys, that will be known as absolute minimum. And from the graph A to D, from the graph function y is equal to fx defined from A to D, it is clear that the function is decreasing from A to B and increasing from B to C and again decreasing from C to D. So what you can say about from A to B? The function is decreasing from A to B in case when you will draw tangents between A to B, you will get an angle more than 90 or obtuse. The tangents will making an angle of obtuse angle with a positive x-axis. So slope will be negative. More than 90, in second quadrant the value of 10 is negative, so slope will be negative. Similarly, again when you will see from B to C, and when you will draw the tangent from B to C at any points, you will see the tangents will make an angle of acute angle with a positive direction of x-axis. if the tangents or angle will making an angle will make acute angle with a positive direction of x-axis, in case tan value in first quadrant, that will be positive, so this slope will be positive. Similarly, you can say alternate process, plus minus. So slope is negative, therefore slope means tangents, and tangents will be negative. Similarly, in case tangents will be positive, means greater than 0, and again tangents will be negative, dy by dx will less than 0 from C to D, and when you will reach at a point B and C, you will see tangents at any instant, tangents will be parallel to x-axis. Tangent will parallel to x-axis, in case dy by dx will be equal to 0. So dy by dx will be equal to 0 at B, and again dy by dx is 0 at x is equal to C. dy by dx is equal to 0 at x is equal to C. So dy by dx 0 at x is equal to B and C. So the slope is, or parallel, you can say the tangents is making an angle of 0 degree with the positive direction of x-axis. Now see again from the graph. अब हम लोग दोबारा इस ग्राफ को देखते हैं. इस ग्राफ को हम लोग 2-3 पार्टीशंस में डिवाइड करते हैं. This is at x is equal to A. When you will draw the perpendicular from B, you will get abscissa measurement at x is equal to B, and from C we will draw the perpendicular, abscissa measurement will x is equal to C. Similarly, from D draw the perpendicular and you will get x is equal to small d. So from A to B, from the graph, it is clear that first part, what will be the first part? From graph A to B, capital A to B, the graph is decreasing. Graph is decreasing, and when you will draw the tangents lying between A to B, tangents through A to B, any points when you will draw, suppose I am going to draw the tangents, suppose at this point, this is the tangents I have drawn. Suppose this is the theta 1, this is the tangents. From graph A to B, the graph is decreasing, therefore slope of tangents will be negative. Slope of tangents will be negative. Therefore, you know, the derivative of the function is always equal to slope of tangents. this is negative. Slope of tangent is negative. Now इसको हम लोग नेगेटिव साइन से डिनोट कर दें. Now come to second point. At B, at point B, draw the tangent. Consider from the graph A to B, and B is the turning point. At this turning points, when you will draw the tangents, that will be parallel to x axis. That will be parallel to x axis. At point B, draw the tangents. That is parallel to, or that will be parallel to x axis. That is m is equal to 0, and m is the slope of tangents, and slope of tangents is always equal to derivative of function. So derivative of function will be equal to 0 at B. At B, derivative of function is 0. Now third point, from B to C, from the graph B to C, the graph is increasing. Graph is increasing. Therefore, graph is increasing in case when you will draw a tangents or any tangents that passing through the points lying between B to C. Suppose I have drawn these tangents. That makes an angle theta 2. That is acute angle, and acute angle denotes tan theta will be positive. Obtuse angle denotes tan theta will be negative. So this slope will be positive. So from B to C, the graph is increasing. Therefore, dy by dx will be greater than 0. Dy by dx will be greater than 0. So this is the three condition or 3 points. Now see the note point for tangents T1. For tangents T1, suppose this is T1. This is tangents T1. This is tangents T2. And this is tangent T3. What you can say about tangents T1, T2 and T3? Note point. Note point. The tangents T2, the tangents T1 first point consider. Tangent T1 is making an angle less than 90, angle less than 90 with a positive x-axis, you can say, with a positive x-axis. Second point, the tangent T1 is making an angle of T1 is making an angle of more than 90, not less than. Angle more than 90 with positive x-axis, and when angle is more than 90, 90 से ज़्यादा होने का मतलब है सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट, और सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट में 10 की वैल्यू पॉजिटिव होती है या नेगेटिव, दैट इज नेगेटिव. सो टेंजेंट्स साइन विल बी नेगेटिव. सिमिलरली इसको तो हम लोग ऐसे भी राइट कर सकते हैं, टेंजेंट्स T1 इज मेकिंग एन एंगल ऑफ मोर देन 90 विद पॉजिटिव एक्स एक्सिस, देयरफॉर थीटा इज ग्रेटर देन 90. This implies m is equal to tan theta. M is equal to tan theta, that will be less than 0. Less than 0. Similarly, second point, tangents T2 की बात करें, tangents T2 is making an angle of equal to 90 with a positive x-axis. Now theta is equal to 0 degree. This implies m is equal to tan theta is equal to 0. नाउ थर्ड पॉइंट पे जाते हैं. थर्ड पॉइंट के केस में टेंजेंट T2 T3 इज मेकिंग ए एक्यूट एंगल फॉर टेंजेंट T3. फॉर टेंजेंट T3 theta is less than 90. T3 theta is less than 90, and theta is less than 90. This implies m is equal to tan theta, and tan theta will be greater than 0, means positive. और इसके लिए कैसे कह सकते हैं, that is negative 0, that is positive, that is positive. So this is the explanation on the basis of tangents. Now you can say from graph, at a point B or at a minimum point, the function is at a minimum point, the function or the slope of tangents is changing from negative to positive. At a minimum point, the slope of tangent is changing from negative to positive. So right here, see, at a maximum point C, from the graph, first point, at a maximum point C, at a maximum point C, what you can say, at maximum point C, the function is changing from increasing to decreasing, or you can say the function fx changes from increasing function to decreasing function. Now see the function y is equal to fx. This is the function y is equal to fx, you know. Changes from increasing to decreasing, you can say. Now what you can say about their slope? And the slope is means dy by dx changes from positive to negative. So slope means dy by dx is changing from positive to negative. Positive to negative. Now at a point B, or yes, at a point B, at a maximum or minimum, at minimum point at a minimum point B, what can you say about increasing or decreasing? The function y is equal to fx changes from decreasing to increasing. The function fx is changing from decreasing to increasing. And slope means dy by dx changing from negative slope to positive slope. Changing from negative to positive or positive to negative slope. So this is the explanation about point C. When dy by dx changing from negative to positive, this is passing through dy by dx is equal to 0, and when the slope is changing from positive to negative, in case the slope is also passing through 0. So this is the necessary condition for function to find the extreme points of the function. Extreme points, calculation for extreme points you will equate to 0, and dy by dx equating to 0, this will be the necessary condition in changing from negative to positive, value dy by dx passing through the value 0. So dy by dx is equal to 0 is the necessary condition. Dy by dx is equal to 0 at B, or also dy by dx is equal to 0 at C. So dy by dx is the necessary but not the sufficient condition for maximum or minimum points. So right. So dy by dx is only the necessary condition but not the sufficient condition for the function to be maximum or minimum points to find out. This is the necessary condition. So this is the explanation on the basis of slope or explanation of maximum point or minimum points.